I'm Nige.
And I am Anders. Welcome to the review. Uh, there's been controversy in the air, hasn't there?
There has
We've we've been
teabag gate.
teabag gate again. Uh, so there's we've been alerted to this through some of our subscribers who've mentioned stuff going on in the world of PG tips. Nige, expand on it, will you?
Well, the hypothesis is that the new PG tips teabags are pants. They're a bit rubbish, really,
Yeah.
uh, and not as good as the old ones.
No.
Now, PG, they did research and they thought, like, everyone only dunks it for half a minute, so they've designed their tea bags with that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not everyone. 45% less than 30 seconds, 55% less than a minute.
Mm.
Now, there's a couple of things that spring to mind.
Yes, go on then.
PG Tips, best-selling tea in the UK.
Yes.
And if 55% of the population like drinking their tea with a less than 1 minute dunk,
Mm-hmm.
they're happy and they're selling tea.
Yes.
And you've got another 45% who probably do it properly, who are also very happy with the tea because it's the
Yeah.
best-selling tea.
Yeah.
So they've altered it to cater for that 45% and make a tea even better for them. But they might not like that tea even better because they got used to dunking the.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, so what we've done,
Yeah.
we've got the new PG tea bags and we've
Yeah.
done a 30-second dunk making the tea, which didn't feel right.
It feels
Uh,
really wrong. Yeah.
and we've also got our control tea, which is a 2 minute dunk made properly. But we're going to start with the 30-second one because this is how PG Tips reckon the bulk of the population drink their
Yeah.
tea. So,
Let's go in.
cheers.
Chin chin. Well, I mean, PG Tips, we've always said is quite watery.
That has got that watery entry
It
that
has.
we
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
That usually that as you get through the cup of PG, that does to dis. Now
yeah, go on.
we we did the program the other night when we tasted it for 2 minutes and we didn't really like it, did we?
We compared it with the old pyramid bag.
Yeah, I think this is tasting better at the 30 seconds. I'll on initial.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Well, I think
Oh
in
no,
that case,
I've just realised I picked up the wrong tea. This is the 2 minute one.
oh, for want of a better phrase, bell end.
Oh, that is really watery.
Okay. I was surprised by your, as it, you dropped the word earlier on, and I was quite impressed by your hypothesis.
Yes, and I got so into that I just picked up the wrong tea.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is watery. And we find that the further
oh
you
my,
go,
that's just coloured water.
yeah. And the thing is, you've got to be so careful because I have milk in my tea when it's a tea bag. It You've got to be careful how much you put in because you've had that. Honestly, the process of making a 30-second cup of tea feels so wrong. Got 2 cups. I fill one up with boiling water, fill the other one up with boiling water, put the kettle down. 10 seconds later, drag out the first one. It's no way to make a cup of tea.
No, no,
No. Um, and yeah, just to get the same color, you
that's.
put too much milk in.
I'm about halfway down this 30-second mug,
Okay.
and it still tastes watery.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go to the 2 minute now, shall we? See what's going on there.
Yeah, that's it's. You've got the malt hit,
Yeah.
which I never really got with the old-fashioned PG tips. really malty, heavy back end, which I'm not that keen on with this because
It's quite a one-dimensional taste, isn't it? There's not much depth to it.
no, the old PG tips. I used to finish the mug and it left me wanting to have another cup of tea because it was quite refreshing by the end. I loved it.
Mm,
This I don't feel like.
no,
So the old PG tips bags were better.
I think they were. Our subscribers seem to think so as well.
And we've made it the way that PG tips reckon that everyone drinks it.
Yeah.
Wow, awful cup of tea. But then again, should we have really compared this 30-second dunk with the old tea bag?
Well, there's an interesting thought. I dare say perhaps we can do that at some point soon.
Oh,
Do we have
yes.
to though?
Well, it means drinking
This
more of
is
this new PG
yeah,
tips.
I
That's
know.
what we want to
But we're
do.
doing a service for the community.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm not going to hang around uh, debating this. The 30-second cup is
It's watery.
watery. Um, the the 2-minute cup is better,
It is better,
but it's
but
not. That
it's
doesn't
got
say
that
enough.
multi back end, which as you get down, it gets more prominent, and that's yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, give your tea a bit of time. Don't just toss it in a mug of boiling water and then drag it out 30 seconds later. Give it a bit of time. Give it a bit of love. You'll get more from it.
I've
Um,
just had a thought, Anders.
yes.
I think Thai food tea would be bottom of the charts up against this now.
Hmm. I wish I had that old beard of mine so I could go like that. I
Hmm.
don't know, and I don't want to find out.
No, I don't really want to
But at the
either.
same time, we're there for the consumer to find out. And
Yeah,
you
it's a
know,
consumer service we're
we are
providing.
providing, absolutely. So we'll come back with some.
This program's just generated more questions than answers, which is
It
quite
has.
annoying, really.
It is, yeah. So we will probably pitch these up against other teas at some point.
Yes,
We'll do it sporadically so we don't have to suffer it too much.
yes.
Um, but I tell you what, come in the comments, let us know how long do you brew your tea for? Do you just do it for 30 seconds? Or do you let it just
I would suspect that anyone watching this channel or subscribing to or anything like their tea and do it properly. I don't think you're going to find any 30-second dunkers watching this, Anders.
but people
I,
lead busy lives.
I know.
Pressure's always on, man. So, there might be occasions when they have to.
But one must maintain one's standards. And I think tea drinkers who are serious about it maintain their standards no matter what is going on.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right, but I think there are probably some people who just don't have the time sometimes. But you're right. I just don't want to, you know.
I suspect they just go without a cup of tea if they don't have time.
Yeah. We'll s- we'll find out.
Yes, in the
Comment.
comments,
Let us
please.
know. All right. Um, right. Thank you for watching. We hope we've been of service to you. We shall see you sometime in the very near future. Thank you.
Goodbye.